through your time at North so far. What are you enjoying? What's it been like?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a nice little change up. I guess 8 years at another club, and to be able to come with a young group that's really, I guess, really want to improve. And you've heard the players talking about they want to climb that ladder, and it's been great to see them do it through hard work through pre-season and what that looks like. And the whole club in general is in a really good spot. Great board, great support staff. Really good leaders around the footy club. So I think we're on that upward trend, and the players are really buying into that. So I think that's been really refreshing to see that, and seeing a young group just really excited to really dip in and improve.
You've gone from Dimmer to Clarko. It's pretty good pedigree there. What have you noticed? It's only pre-season, but from Clarko, what learnings have you taken from? What have you been able to gauge from him so far, watching him go about his business?
Yeah, look, I guess the opportunity to come to a club like North, but also to work with a coach who's probably been one of the most successful coaches in the last 20 years, and to learn from him was really exciting for me personally. But he's been fantastic, and you heard Cam just say before that he's really taken the back seat and letting us assistants and development coaches take a lot of the pre-season and the training and the education of that. So that's been really good, really refreshing. Him and Dimmer had a really good relationship, so they're similar in their ways of thinking and so forth. But it's been great working with him so far, and I'm looking forward to game day and what that looks like, and taking this group where we need to be.
What was part of the appeal in coming here instead of, I guess, anywhere else?
Yeah, a couple of things. I obviously been at the club for 8 years, and been lucky enough to be part of success. But for me, you want to improve like the players do. You want to see what other opportunities out there. I'm on a coaching journey, and I thought a club like North and where they're at and what they're building towards, to be a part of a journey, hopefully to continue to build what that looks like, and whether that's play finals, as winning as many games as we possibly can. But also, like I said, to work with the younger coaching group, working with Clarko as well as a successful coach, and hopefully go on a journey with these boys is something that I really looked at, I guess, hard, and thought, if we can get this club going and in the direction it needs to be, it'd just be great to be a part of that journey, and also be great for my development as well.
You've had a little bit of time to think about it now, I guess. What did you learn about the Richmond process that you finished up there and not, I guess, getting that job, and what did you learn about going through it all and being part of it?
I learned a lot. I learned a lot personally about, I guess where my gaps are, where I need to improve. And it was a great process to go through. Pretty daunting, obviously, but it was, like I said, it was just really good for me to be able to do that, and then land where I am now and knowing what I need to work on. It's just, I personally, I think it's just made me a better coach within that short period of time over the last 3 months, to be able to reflect what that looks like, and so hopefully that's starting to implement some of that stuff here at North. But just looking forward to really getting stuck into games now.
Can you talk us through the daunting parts of it? We don't get much of an insight into what the process, without going into the sensitivities, but what the process is like. Is it just you sitting in front of a table saying, here's what I propose? How does it work?
Well, the reality is you're going for the biggest job interview of your life, and that's the daunting part of it. You want to do the best you possibly can. You prepare hours on end on what that looks like, and you don't really know what's going to come across the table in terms of questions and that. So I guess that's the daunting part of it. But I think for me, being like anything, being well prepared, and once you get out of that, you take a deep breath and you actually did all right. So I guess it's just really you're not sure what is going to come across the table. But all in all, it was a great process, like I said, and it was it's probably just the fact that you are going for the biggest job interview of your life from that point of view. But it was great to be able to do it.
Did you hope to one day? I'm not sure you have time on it, but one day to hold one of those 18, maybe nearly 19 biggest jobs in the land in a few years' time? Yeah, no,
it's an aspiration. There's no doubt. Like any job, you want to continue to improve and get to as high as you possibly can. I'm in no rush. I've been lucky enough to coach the VFL, NEFL. I've been in the system for about 8 years as an assistant. Now I get to learn under Clarke over the next few years and what that looks like for me. But I'm in no rush. I'm enjoying my time being an assistant and can continue developing, I guess, my pathway, but also my skills and what that looks like. And hopefully when the time does come, I'm ready for that, and certainly I'll put my hand up at some point in time.
Just ask Cam before about the top draftees.
Yep.
Kurtra and Dersma. What have you made of them so far? They look like they're shaping up to a pretty good players.
Yeah, it's pretty well documented. I think they're going to be pretty special players. But I've been impressed with all our draftees. Big Will Dawson has come in, and Hardiman as well. Big Goldie as well. They're all been quite impressive. They're all high draft picks. And I think the two that we spoke about a lot. We probably see them a fair bit throughout the year, but the others that we do have, they're just as exciting and just as talented, and they're going to take us on a journey as well. So, but yeah, there's no doubt that the two that Duursma and Colby are going to be special players for us, no doubt.
Is there anyone, even a more senior player perhaps, that you've come in and been surprised by how much more advanced or how better they are than you thought from the outside even?
I think the beauty of coming into a footy club, you sort of don't preconceived ideas on what players are, but I think just the whole group, just the way they approach pre-season, I think, in terms of running PBs and 2K time trials and lifting in the gym, and everyone does it pre-season. I know that. That's the same old story. But I think the whole group as a whole, Jai Simpkin as the captain's been quite impressive, and Big Larks is stepping up again, and even Cam Zurha, just stepping up and having a bit more of a voice around the place. From what I hear, compared to previous years, it's been really good to see that those guys are really saying, well, we want to win, but they're also leading the way, which has been fantastic.
You've come from a successful team at Richmond. How you've seen the way they operate for so many years in this time of year. What are you seeing in North Melbourne? Are you seeing they've started to make that step, obviously, in this rebuild phase?
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, it might take a little bit of time, but also we're really excited about the fact what this year brings. Like I said, we want to win as many games as we possibly can. That's the goal. And we can see it can happen really quickly. And I think that's probably the message. And, there's guys, a part of a program, I was lucky to step in when it changed pretty quickly, but the game changes, like I said, really quickly. And I think these guys are well prepared for that, and they know that opportunity. Every list different, every list has different talents, and I can see just as much talent in this side at the moment going forward that can certainly do something special what Richmond have done.
And just quickly with Taron as well, what's his duties at the moment? Obviously away from the club.
Yep.
Does he have someone he's training with? Where does that stand at the moment?
Yeah, obviously it's sitting with the AFL at the moment, so I can't really comment on where that's at. But yeah, he's doing his program, what he needs to away from the club at the moment.
I think we saw Paul Curtis limp off at some stage today. Do you have any update on how he's training?
I think he's fine. He's just one of those just a little tweak at the ankle. So I think we got an inter-club next Thursday, my understanding, and all reports he's going to be fine for that.
And Hugh Greenwood as well, his ankle, how did he pull up?
Yeah, old basketball ankles, he keeps saying. He's had a few rolled ones, so he's fine. He's fine. He's in the gym. I think he'll be the same. He might push for inter-club next week as well.